Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Thursday, May 9th, and this is my analysis of gold versus the dollar, starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full down analysis. So on gold versus the dollar, I'm definitely still looking at this as potentially a 1, 2, 3, and I still think it needs to make a 4 and a 5 just to finish off this uptrend, which I still think is possibly going to end someplace around the 25, 25.50 area. So taking it down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I think this is the big wave 1 and 2 that I sold on the monthly, but then you have a subdivision, so a 1 of 3, a 2 of 3, 3 of 3. I believe we're in a wave 4 of 3, which I think will end up probably stretching out quite a bit further, and eventually back up for a wave 5 of wave 3. So keeping that in mind, taking it down to the daily time frame. This line that I have right here on my chart is actually how big the wave 2 is. This wave 2 is about 60 days to 70 days. I would expect that this wave 4 would be about 60 to 70 days, which would put us all the way out until the middle of June. So I actually think this is likely a wave A. I still think this is likely a wave B. I still think it's likely to go down again for a wave C, maybe retest the 38 or go down to the 50 before it goes up and makes that wave 5, just like what I was showing on the weekly time frame. So if this really is a wave 4 that potentially is going to last 66, 70 days, then we probably have a pretty sideways market for the next month or more on gold. Taking it down to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, we have a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, gold has been about as sideways can get this week, but I still think eventually it is going to go up. I still think eventually it is going to end up looking something like this, going up to one of these fib levels to make a wave B. This would be a wave A, and I still think it needs to go down and make a wave C, and this is all going to be a wave 4, just like I was explaining on the higher time frames. So taking it right down to the 1 hour time frame. Like I said, gold has been about as sideways gets this week, but I think there is definitely some clarity in there. There's been a couple points where it looked like the correction was over, but in hindsight, we can definitely see that this looks like 5 waves down. I think there is a wave A in there. I think that this right here is probably a wave B, and I think this is probably actually a wave C. So I think that it's likely at this point to go down a little more, maybe to the 61.8. Maybe this top over here will become like a bottom. That will be the support that this thing needs to finally take off to the upside. But definitely keep an eye on that 50%. I mean, it definitely could turn there. I do still think that this is an A. I still think this is an A, B, C, or B. And I still think it needs to go up, take out the high of wave 4 to make a wave C of wave B, just like what I was explaining on the much higher time frames. So don't forget to join my free Discord channel, which is linked down here in the corner. And don't forget to check out my membership program that gives you access to all my daily live trading sessions. And it gives you access to all my swing trade setups that I share with the group at the time of entry by signing up at my website, fxpipcollector.com. As always, thank you and happy trading.